On today's show, we pop up at the Alden House Haunted House and the Plymouth County Sheriff's Farm, hear original poetry, and talk about upcoming things to do in our area. We're glad you're here. Let's get started. The Alden House historic site in Duxbury conjured something magical for the spooky season. The local scene street team popped up at this haunting annual event.
We're here at the annual Alden Haunted House. It's going to be a spooky night filled with historical ghosts, costumes, and of course, tons of candy. Let's see what these folks have to say. I'm with Ann Kabuzzi, who is the newly elected board president. So excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is my first big event since I've was voted in August, so very excited to be here.
That is very exciting. What do you think keeps people coming back to Alden House every year for the haunted house?
Well, first of all, I mean, how many places can you take your whole family from really little, because it's not that scary, but scary enough. But to be able to go into a historic building and have the whole thing built around that, I think is really, you get to tour the house basically. So I think that it's unique. Nobody else has this, and I think people like to go to things that are unique and different. And then once they come back every year. We sell this thing out. It's incredible.
It does sell out every year.
Yeah, and you can bring toddlers, you can bring, older kids. Everybody seems to find a place here, which I think is really fun. And even the adults, they seem to have a really great time. So it's clearly a local thing for sure.
Can you tell us about your cape? It's got a lot of historical significance.
Yes. So my great-great-great-grandmother was Lydia Alden. She is the 7th descendant from John and Priscilla in my line and the first woman. And so they believe this is her cape because there were no other women in the line. And she was, there's not a lot about women until they got married because everything was talked about men. But she was married in 1842 to Caleb Moore. And so probably at that point or soon after she would have had a cape like this, which would make it, if that's true, about 164 years old. It stayed in the family. My grandmother was an only child, so there were a lot of things passed down that stayed in the family. We have 3 pieces of furniture in this house that I grew up with in my house that have been brought back. But the cape is beautiful. It's actually quite warm. It really is a wool. And my mom's been keeping it over the years, so it just got passed down to me as the new president to wear the Lydia cape at the haunted house. She's been doing it for years, so now it's my turn. But it's wonderful to have that. Very special.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us today. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Cheers.
All right, I'm with Miss Ava. Ava, tell me what you love about Halloween.
What I like about Halloween is going trick-or-treating on Halloween and getting some candy.
Very cool. Now, what's your favorite Halloween movie?
My favorite Halloween movie is probably going to be The Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's iconic. Perfect Halloween movie. Now, would you ever stay in a haunted house overnight?
I would probably not.
Why's that?
Because maybe I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat.
Me too, sister, me too. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Halloween.
You too.
I'm with Mr. Aaron here. Aaron, what are you going to be for Halloween this year?
The mascot of the Celtics.
The mascot of the Celtics, so like the leprechaun?
Yes.
Very cool. What made you want to be that?
Because I love the Celtics.
You like basketball? Very cool. Now, what is your favorite Halloween movie?
Probably The Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. Iconic, seems to be popular for tonight. Now, I got to ask you another question. Most importantly, what is your favorite candy?
Kit Kats.
Kit Kats, num num, I love it. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Happy Halloween. I'm with Gianna, Harry, and Luke. Now you guys gotta tell me, what is your favorite Halloween movie?
I like Hocus Pocus.
Ooh, why do you like Hocus Pocus?
Because I like witches. It's a classic.
I can tell. How about you, Harry? Let's pass the mic.
I like Beetlejuice.
Oh, don't say it 2 more times. I'm nervous what's gonna happen, okay? Just don't do it. Why do you like Beetlejuice?
Because it's scary.
It's scary. How about you, Luke?
My favorite Halloween movie is The Haunted Mansion.
Ooh, the newer one?
Yes.
Oh, very cool. Have you ever been on the ride at Disney?
Yes.
Very cool. That's such a good ride. Well, thank you so much. Happy Halloween, you guys. I am with Teddy, Griffin, and Connor. Tell me, what is your favorite candy?
Skittles.
Skittles. Why Skittles?
Because the Skittles.
Good answer. Griffin, what about you?
My favorite candy is a Tootsie Lollipop.
A Tootsie Lollipop, classic. What about you, Connor? You want to get back over? You're so far away. What's your favorite candy?
Chewies.
Chewy. What's a chewy?
It's like thick, chewy, like soury salt.
Oh, okay. So you're a transformer. You're a soccer player. You're messy, and you're a tiger. Very cool. What made you guys choose your costumes?
I just chose it. I like sports.
You like sports? Very cool. Well, happy Halloween, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight.
We're visitors to your house. Please excuse our presence.
Don't insult me, child. Answer the question.
Alrighty, I am with Mr. Sam. Sam, what is your favorite thing about Halloween?
The candy.
The candy. What do you like for candy? What's your favorite?
Snickers.
Snickers. Why that? Why Snickers?
Because it's chocolate.
Of course. And what are you going to be for Halloween this year? Do you know?
I'm gonna have a Freddy Fazbear mask, and then I'm gonna wear a skeleton costume.
Very cool. Well, happy Halloween. Thank you for joining us tonight.
You're welcome.
And you're going to want to get the most candy of all of you.
Well, as per usual, we had a fantastic night. We want to thank the Alden Historic Site for having us here tonight. Make sure to check out our socials to see where we're popping up next. From all of us at the local scene, we thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hold on to the chills and thrills of the season with the Duxbury Free Library virtual event on Thursday, November 7th. Navajo Ranger Stanley Milford Jr. will discuss his memoir, The Paranormal Ranger, detailing some of the eerie and unexplained cases he encountered as law enforcement in Navajo Nation. As a Native American whose parents were of both Navajo and Cherokee descent, his worldview was shaped by the cultural belief that the supernatural is both expected and taboo. Ranger Milford's memoir combines both the logical deductive reasoning of his investigative training with esoteric accounts of mysterious livestock mutilations, skinwalker and Bigfoot sightings, UAPs, and seemingly malicious hauntings. This virtual event begins at 7 p.m. Sign up to attend via the library's website calendar. The ability to remain calm when faced with a minor injury or incident is an important life skill to develop. On Wednesday, November 6th, the Kingston Parks and Recreation Department is offering a first aid class for kids aged 11 to 15 years old that will demonstrate and discuss, in age-appropriate ways, how to treat minor injuries, indoor and outdoor hazards to be aware of, and tips to prevent accidents or injuries from happening in the first place. The class will be taught by family physician Cheryl Mitchell, MD, who has over 30 years of experience in treating a wide range of health issues in patients of all ages. This essential class is offered at the reasonable cost of $44 for residents and $50 for non-residents. First aid for kids will take place from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Barcelo Room at the Reed Community House building. To register, please visit the Parks and Recreation website at kingstonma.myrec.com. Next is poet Judy Fosdick in a reading of her original work.
I'd like to bring Judy Fosdick up to the podium. She is a trustee of many years here at the Plymouth Public Library, and she is in the forefront of the renovation of the Dr. Richard M. Schiff Garden. So, welcome, Judy.
Thank you, Jennifer. This is a great pleasure to be here listening to this beautiful music, and I'm learning a little bit about Irish poetry, which I didn't know. I'm going to read a poem by Amergin, who lived 500 BC, from the Irish mythology. The poem is from Amergin's Incantation to Ireland, with origins perhaps 500 years before Christ. In the poem, Amergin, a Milesian warrior, as well as poet and Ireland's first druid, takes on the spirit of Ireland and speaks of its soul. Originating in northwest Spain's Galicia, the Milesians are the ancestors of the Gaels, who conquered the country and became the dominant tribe, retaining political power at Tara until the arrival of the Anglo-Normans. Well, here's the poem, Amergin's Mystery. I am the wind which breathes upon the sea. I'm the wave of the ocean. I am the murmur of the billows. I am the ox of the 7 combats. I am the vulture upon the rocks. I'm the beam of the sun. I am the fairest of plants. I am the wild boar in valor. I am a salmon in the water. I am a lake in the plain. I am a word of science. I am the point of the lance of battle. I am the God who created in the head the fire. Who is it who throws light into the meeting on the mountain? Who announces the ages of the moon? Who teaches the place where couches the sun, if not I?
Bancroft Prize-winning historian Andrew Lipman is a presenter at Pilgrim Hall Museum's November 6th Speaker Series presentation. The author of Squanto, A Native Odyssey, Lipman's new biography offers a fresh perspective on the enigmatic man best known as a liaison between Native peoples and the Mayflower Pilgrims. Drawing from a vast and varied array of sources, Lipman reconstructs Squanto's epic life, re-examining his upbringing, time overseas, career as an interpreter, surprising downfall, and his mysterious death. The evening starts with some light refreshments served at 6 p.m., and the lecture begins at 7. Visit the events page at pilgrimhall.org to get your tickets. Start your week with bliss and balance. Beginning October 28th, the Pembroke Recreation Department is offering a Monday evening 50-minute yoga class that includes guided meditation, breathing exercises, and light stretching. On Tuesdays, starting October 29th, the Introduction to Journaling and Mindfulness class will use activities, prompts, and discussions to help access and process feelings, improve inner dialogue, and strengthen self-trust. Both Monday and Tuesday night class sessions are from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Pembroke Community Center. The cost is only $20 per class, and you can sign up through the Rec Center's website. The Downtown Resiliency Project is a priority initiative included in Plymouth's Climate Action and Adaptation Plan, seeking to implement climate-ready solutions in the redesign of the downtown Plymouth area that will help curb urban heat island effects and improve stormwater management. Reflective surface treatments for parking spots, the redesign of select public spaces, tree planting, and pedestrian safety improvements are just some of the suggested initiatives included. To ensure equitable outcomes, the town is seeking your input as a resident or stakeholder in our community. Express your perspective, ideas, and concerns at the Downtown Resiliency Project Community Workshop at Plymouth Town Hall on Thursday, November 14th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Your voice matters. Register via the Plymouth Public Library website. Next up is a word from the Plymouth Task Force for the Homeless.
Hello, I'm Connie Mellohoris, President of the Plymouth Task Force to End Homelessness. In conjunction with Father Bill's Mainspring, we operate the Overnights of Hospitality, a winter sheltering program for single adults, which begins its season on December 1st. We are looking for folks to serve as shelter volunteers and meal providers. Please visit our website, www.plymouth-taskforce-homeless.org, or call 508-367-0516 for further information on how to volunteer and/or to send financial donations. Thank you.
The Duxbury Rural and Historical Society invites you to attend a lecture on the U.S. Sanitary Commission and Civil War Veterans, a presentation by Dr. Patrick Brown. Dr. Brown will focus primarily on Frederick N. Knapp's development of the Special Relief Department within the U.S. Sanitary Commission and how this department helped to quell a humanitarian crisis of discharged Union soldiers too injured or incapacitated to care for themselves by providing them support and care. The lecture will be held on Thursday, November 14th at 5 p.m. at the Drew Archival Library, located at 147 St. George Street. Please register ahead of time through the Duxbury Rural and Historical Society website. If you're looking for a fun, safe place for your kids to go after school, consider the Pembroke Recreation Center, which has opened registration for their 2024-2025 after-school program. Kids in grades K through 6 can unwind after a day of classes with some arts and crafts, gym activities, or outside play. There's also a homework group to lend some support on school assignments. The program runs until 6 p.m. on school days. To register or for more information, please call 781-293-3249 or visit the Rec Center's website. Get to know your neighbors, the ones living beyond the edge of your backyard. On Wednesday, November 6th from 3 to 4 p.m., the Manomet branch of the Plymouth Public Library invites you to Living with Wildlife, a talk about commonly encountered animals we share our outdoor space with here in Massachusetts, like deer, beaver, raccoons, and more. Also discussed will be the relationships these creatures have with the spaces they inhabit, both wild and developed, and best practices we humans can implement to better live in peaceful coexistence and be dear friends to our wildlife neighbors. This class is free and open to everyone. Registration is required, which you can do through the Mass Audubon website. The Plymouth Manomet branch is at 12 Strand Avenue. Did you know that your favorite magazines and newspapers are all available online at your fingertips for free? On Tuesday, November 19th from 2 to 3 p.m., reference librarians Sam and Elizabeth will present a tech class at the Duxbury Senior Center on how to access periodicals online using your library card. They will guide attendees through how to get online access to the New York Times, Patriot Ledger, Boston Globe, and more. If you're interested, please contact the Duxbury Senior Center to register. Next up on set is Tiff Phillips with some more of what's happening in our community.
Award-winning jazz pianist and composer Laszlo Gardoni will be at the Spire Center on November 7th for the Eastern Bank Lobby Jazz Series. His performances combine expressive improvisation, considered unique, and playful curiosity that flourishes in the twists and turns of each unique moment. Noted for his fluid pianism by the New York Times, he has performed in 27 countries and released 14 albums, 2 of which landed on the Best Album list in Downbeat magazine in 2017 and 2023. Come live in the music-filled moments with this one-of-a-kind performer. Tickets are just $15 and can be purchased through the Spire Center's website. Doors will be open at 6:30 and Gardoni will begin tickling the ivories at 7:30 p.m. Twice a year, the Plymouth County Sheriff's Department hosts Sheriff McDonald's Free Family Farm Festival. We popped up at this year's Fall Festival to talk to attendees about why this important community resource is the place to be. Hi, today we're popping up at the Plymouth County Sheriff's Farm for the Sheriff's Farm Fall Fest. We're going to meet some amazing people and maybe even talk to an animal or two. Let's see what these folks have to say. Plymouth Sheriff McDonald, thank you so much for having us here today. We're excited to be here.
Well, thanks for coming. We're excited to have you here.
So you have this event twice a year. So how did the festival come to be?
Well, you know, it's really grown into something that I could never have imagined. But 20 years ago, when I first got elected, I do know that the farm was essentially closed. It was slated for sale and for development into office space and municipal offices and things like that, which I thought was a terrible thing to happen. So we were able to mobilize some of the folks in the community to gather together. The Friends of the Farm group was established, and lo and behold, we were able to save the farm. And you know, not only did we save the farm, but it's grown into something, a community resource that, as I said, I never could have imagined. I knew the correctional mission of this place, and I thought it was a good thing for rehabilitation. But look at this, you know, this is just a wonderful community resource, and I'm so glad to see people utilizing it because it's their farm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And why is it important to have events like this in the community?
I think it's important to have events like this in the community because it reminds people of the public resources that we have. You know, this farm here is smaller than it used to be. As you look around, you know, this is the site of the old correctional facility back before 1994. And a lot of the land that used to be occupied by the old jail is now the Registry of Deeds building in the district courthouse, which is great, but we've still got about 90 acres here that's still under agricultural use, which I think is a great thing. And it's a rehabilitative program for our inmates, which I think is wonderful. But it's also grown into something that I could never have imagined. The community comes here. We have a picnic area, the petting zoo. We've had people come here to do their wedding photos because the flowers are so beautiful. And who would have thought, you know, where are you guys going for your wedding photos? Oh, we're going to go over to the correctional facility. So it's really, I'm so happy and thrilled to see so many kids come out with parents and grandparents and really enjoy what is their farm. It's not my farm, it's not the county's farm, it's their farm.
Definitely, and we're so excited to be here. Thank you so much again for having us.
Thank you guys for coming out and covering this. And, you know, let people know too that we have these festivals twice a year. We have one in the fall for the harvest and in the spring one for the planting. But also there are various things that happen here during the course of the year, and it's open all year round with the petting zoo, and you know, except maybe in the dead of winter, there's always something fun to do down here.
Well, we'll be back.
Indeed.
I'm with Captain Rose, who's one of the organizers of the event. Can you tell us what's going on today as a whole?
Today's Farm Day. We do this twice a year in the spring and the fall. Today's the fall event, obviously, and we have tractor rides, hay rides today. We got Touch a Truck out there. We had an Indian dance this morning. We got canine demonstration later on this afternoon. It's a great family fun day, and I hope everybody's enjoying it. We also have partnered this year with the Plymouth Public Library, where we're shuttling people back and forth to their event, and their event's coming back here. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on.
And what's the importance of having events like this in the community?
Just to get out there and show the community what we do, and you know, it's just, yeah, basically just to show everybody what's going on with the farm.
I'm with Katie, Chris, and Oliver. What brought you guys to the festival today?
Yeah, we actually were, it was recommended to us by a friend who lives in Bourne. She brings her grandson here all the time, and she told us about the festival today, and so we decided we'd come on down and check it out.
Why do you think events like this are important to the community?
It's just good to keep the community together and, you know, keep everybody connected. I think that's the biggest part, is connection, you know.
Oliver, what are you looking forward to doing today?
I don't know.
Are you gonna touch a truck later? Did you already touch a truck?
No.
No, there's trucks over there. Are you gonna get a pumpkin?
I don't know.
Are you gonna pet some animals?
I did.
You did? What animal did you pet?
A lot.
Which one?
A lot.
A lot? What's your favorite animal here today?
The cows.
The cows? Are they super loud?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what sound a cow makes?
Moo.
Moo. Great job. High five. I'm with Mr. David here. David, what is your favorite part about fall?
The leaves fall off the seeds.
The what?
The leaves fall off the sea.
Oh, yeah. The leaves fall off the trees. I love it. And what are you going to be for Halloween this year?
Ghostfighter.
Ghost. I love it. I love it. What are you hoping to do today at the farm?
I forgot.
You forgot? That's okay. Are you going to go on a hayride today? Excellent. Did you get to touch a truck? Are you going to be in line to touch it? Which is your favorite truck? That one over there? Very cool. David, it was so nice to meet you. Can I get a big high five? You did so good. Yay! I'm with Pedix, who's the canine for the police department of Hull. Pedix, do you have a very stressful job? You're all about those treats. Do you have a very stressful job? Oh, uh-oh. That seems stressful. That seems stressful. Yes. And what are you looking forward to most today? Oh, you just want to be on camera. I see how it is. Good boy. I'm with my friend Archie here. Archie, what are you looking forward to most about Fall Festival?
Probably trick-or-treating and stuff. Like,
Oh, about fall, yeah?
Yep.
What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
Like a zombie that was infected by like fungus or something.
Oh my gosh, I love it. What a great costume. Zombies are my favorite. Do you like zombies a lot?
Yes.
Yeah, do you watch zombie movies?
No.
No. What are you looking forward to today?
Looking at the animals and maybe getting pumpkins.
Ooh, what's your favorite animal?
That's a tough choice.
It is a tough choice. There's a lot of good animals out there.
Probably an anglerfish.
An anglerfish, that's very specific. Is that the one with the lantern that hangs down? Very cool.
Anglerfish or goblin shark.
Oh, very cool. Well, it is very nice to meet you, Archie. Can I have a high five? Thank you, sir.
What you're trying to avoid is kicking each other, because it's said that if you accidentally kick each other during the mosquito dance, then you are prone to mosquito bites for the next.
I'm with Alyssa from the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe. You did an incredible performance here today. It was great to see you.
Great to see you too.
So what brought you here today? Why was it important for you to share this performance?
It's very important to show both the traditional singing and dancing as well as language, because it is a huge part of Wampanoag culture, but it's not often talked about in history books and in school. So it's something that us as Native people like to come together and share our perspective to enlighten people and help them hear both sides of the story, especially of the land that we're currently standing on.
And what do you want the community to know about these traditions?
They are things that we still practice today, and they're things that are all guided by nature that allow us to have a harmonious relationship with Earth, but it's something that, because we're still practicing these things today, that also means that we're still here. Even through, a lot of turmoil that Native people have gone through all of that, we still have the resilience to still be here and practice our culture and language and share it with other people.
Wonderful, and thank you for sharing. It's really important for the community to see that, so much appreciated for talking to us today.
Of course.
I'm with Christy and JoJo. Christy, what brings you guys to the farm today?
Well, the festival, but we come here quite often, and it's like his playground. He knows where to go and what to do here.
Why do you think the farm is a good community resource?
Oh, I love it. I love that it's, the correction, the people in the system are getting, training and doing all these wonderful things. You feed the homeless with all the vegetables that they grow, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful for the community, and, it helps these people to stay out and not have to go back. That gives them skills and training, and feel good about the work they do, and I love it. And everybody's so kind and friendly here when we come. He's been coming since he was a baby.
Aww,
Yeah,
so it's a special place for you
Yeah,
guys.
it really is, yeah. I have him every Monday, and I usually just take him here.
Oh,
yeah.
you're a free-range child.
He is, until now.
Hey, JoJo! He's like, absolutely not. That's fine. I'm camera shy too. It's totally fine. Christy, it was lovely chatting with you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Well, that was a wonderful day at the farm. We want to thank the Plymouth County Sheriff's Department for having us today. Make sure to check out our socials to see where we're popping up next. From all of us at the local scene, we thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
And that, my friends, wraps this episode of What's Good and Good to Know in our area. Thank you for watching.
And we thank our patrons, Tiny & Sons, Quintal Brothers, and Squinny's Pizza for supporting our mission of community in action through media.
We'll see you on the local scene. For more of what's good and good to know on the South Shore of Massachusetts, hit the subscribe button. And thank you for watching.